Welcome to Capilano Suspension Bridge, where you are met with the beauty of the outdoors and the unknown in a walk through Canadian history. Hi, I'm Baz. Come on a journey with me as I learn about how the different people in this park helped make it what it is today. But what is Capilano Suspension Bridge? Well, in 1888, George Grant Mackay, a civil engineer from Scotland, purchased the surrounding lands and built a cabin on the very edge of the canyon wall. Then in 1889, the suspension bridge was built, originally made from hemp rope and cedar planks. Quickly did the bridge and the cabin become popular tourist attractions for Boulder locals, nicknamed the Capilano Tramps. After Mackey's death in 1903, it was replaced by a wire cable bridge, and in 1983, the suspension bridge and trading post were transformed by Nancy Stibbard, who purchased the park and committed to developing it into what we see today. Starting with enhancing the Capilano trading post, she built a powerful and unforgettable experience of a park off of the rich history and beauty that surrounds the park, adding attractions like the Treetop Adventure in 2004 and the Cliff Walk in 2011. But how does this connect with the driving question of this project, which is creative and collaborative careers turn ideas into reality and shape how we connect, experience, and imagine the world? Well, this driving question explains that the experience we have at places like Capilano Suspension Bridge are shaped by the careers and people that make it happen. Specifically, in my category of people power, it is all about how people with different backgrounds, ideas, and careers help collaborate and create the experiences they are valued for. Now we have learned about the important figures in Capilano Suspension Bridge's collaborative history, but what about their current workers? How do the experiences continue to be unforgettable and keep a strong and loyal audience in Vancouver? Well, I answered this question at Treetop's Adventure, where I interviewed an outdoor supervisor and park guide named Ethan.
Hi, Baz.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, Baz. I'm Ethan.
Nice to meet you, Ethan. First, I asked him a little bit about how the roles are organized throughout the park and what his role looks like.
Yeah, so here's our rotation. Each and every day, we rotate between 4 or 5 different stations and go around the park fulfilling different tasks. So every 30 minutes, we rotate. And I'm a park guide. So mainly my job is giving tours. I do presentations as well for different things: eagles, bears, trees, slugs, that kind of thing. And then I have a overall nature tour where I go around and give people a tour of the park.
Now, having learned about this nature tour Ethan does as a park guide, I decided to dig a little deeper. Do you have a tour planned today?
Yeah, I do. So we're testing out a new path through the forest to do it because there's some construction going on.
Okay.
And so that involves a lot more of an open-ended sort of structure where we are looking for things instead of having a set plan.
Okay, yeah.
So stuff that we look out for are salamander eggs, skunk cabbage, woodpeckers. But my tour is at 10:30, and that's actually the first one of the day. Yeah, and it's down. There's a sign over there, so people will wait by the sign.
I now had a good opportunity to experience a walking tour firsthand, so next I head to Ethan's tour, eager to learn more about how he helps tell a story of Capilano Suspension Bridge and its natural beauty and history. I'm here with Ethan, and he just finished giving us a walking tour. He's the guide for just around the surrounding area in Capilano and the history. So, Ethan, I was just wondering, what do you think the importance is of giving these walking tours and kind of educating the guests on why it is important to kind of learn about the environment and how it kind of supports the sustainability aspect of Capilano?
Yeah, well, this is an ecotourism attraction, so I feel like we do have to do our due diligence and talk about the ecosystem, talk about the environment and how important it is, because one of the things that we do here is we preserve it, right? We work to making sure that it stays intact and that it is sustainable in that specific element. We have attractions like the treetops that we talked earlier that are constructed without harming the trees at all. There's no damage on the trees, not a single screw or nail goes inside the wood. It's all using friction.
These boardwalks are so important.
Yeah, but now we elevate people out of that area and we get them to not damage that by putting them into the treetops, giving them a squirrel's eye view of the whole park.
Mm-hmm. Talking about elevating, the treetop walk I read is from refurbished wood from the Hudson Bay Company to an elevator.
Yeah, we use a lot of Hudson Bay equipment here as well.
Okay.
Like that stove in the treetops is also from Hudson Bay.
Wow.
It's good to repurpose that stuff too, especially since the Hudson Bay kind of did a lot of harm in this area. It's a great fact. You might see little copper pads on the wood here. This is all brand new wood, but you can see them around. Those copper pads, not only do they fight infections in the wood because copper is antibacterial, but it's also recyclable. When we exchange the floorboards, we can peel the copper off, melt it down, and reuse it.
After 2 meaningful interviews about how the outdoor park guides and supervisors help shape the experience that is Capilano, I have learned this. The park is shaped by its history and new ideas, collectively working together through different perspectives of people, creating an experience that lives up to and exceeds the overarching idea of the park. That will be all, so thanks for watching.